Hello guys and welcome to my video. So for today's video I am going to do a foundation review on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. I chose the color 208, which is Sun Beige, which is the same color as 106 Sun Beige. So we're gonna see if the colors are the same since they are titled to be the same, but color wise this is 106 and this is 208 even though they're Sun Beige. I had already done a video on this. I was super excited, but the thing is I had purchased the foundation in 209, which was straight up orange on me. I could not put that review out because it was just bad. And that is very tan. So this color is like straight up orange. Like it doesn't even match like my skin that much, really. It's just kind of like very orange. So I decided to go back to Ulta and I got their 208, so we'll see if this matches me better. The finish is radiant, you can wear it up to 24 hours, the coverage is medium, and the texture is air light. The tagline for this is lasting glow foundation, never dull, never greasy. So if you have oily skin, this is marketed and targeted towards you because it is supposed to help with oily skin, but it is a glowy foundation. So one of the ingredients, and it is pretty high at the top, is denatured alcohol. I want to talk about this really quickly because I'm not a beauty skin professional, but since I'm doing a review on this foundation, I want to be as honest with you guys as possible, and I want to make sure that you guys know all of the stuff covering this foundation. Not just what it looks like, not just what it feels like, but also what you're putting on your skin. Since we are so young, we don't see effects of what we're putting on our skin right now, but when we get older, it's really going to start to show if we're not taking care of our skin right now. So denatured alcohol, there are different types of alcohol that they put into, any kind of makeup stuff, foundations, toners, that kind of stuff. I am not the biggest expert on this. I just am telling you guys what I found in my research. If you guys know more about this kind of stuff, comment down below, we'll talk about it. But from what I've read, they use denatured alcohol in products targeted towards oily skin people because it mattifies your skin. So that's why this is such a good foundation for oily skin people, because of the denatured alcohol. It's gonna mattify the oily parts on your skin. The problem with that is denatured alcohol actually ends up drying your skin. Now you're not gonna feel that right away. You're not gonna say, oh, my skin feels so dry. No, this is the kind of thing that works long term. So over time erodes the protective barrier of skin that you have, and it pretty much is essentially killing those cells. Denatured alcohol is straight up alcohol. It's ethanol. But what they do is they have to denature it because anytime something other than alcohol has alcohol in it, they have to denature it, and then that gives it like this bitter taste. And a lot of makeup products and hair products use it. It's not just L'Oreal's Pro Glow, a lot of different products use it. The problem with it is, you're putting up straight up alcohol on your face. Now, we don't know the dosage of it, we don't know how much they put in it, we don't know if it's 3%, 5%, 20%, but there is a website that I had pulled up. They had done research on it, so they had used 3% alcohol, and in this website they say any kind of skincare products use 5 to 60% more than 3% that they're testing. But with those 3%, they applied it to skin cells, and they saw that over the course of 2 days, the cell death increased by 26%. Can't even talk right now. So the cell death increased by 26% after applying 3% alcohol to the skin cells. So essentially that's what we're doing when we put on products that have denatured alcohol in it. Because of that, because you are eroding the skin and drying it out, it causes more inflammation. If you have sensitive skin, if you are prone to acne, this will bring that out more. And over time, you're pretty much just eroding this barrier that we have to protect our skin, and then it's gonna make you age faster because we don't have that barrier anymore because you're applying alcohol to your skin. Right now, it doesn't sound like that big of a deal to say we're gonna look like we're aging faster, that we're drying out the skin, that you're getting rid of that protective barrier, because we're young and we're not gonna feel those effects. But when we are older, that's when all of this stuff is gonna come out. Everything that we're putting on our skin is going to come out. So I think it's just important to know that kind of stuff. And I really wanted to make sure you guys knew it because I had watched a couple of reviews but I hadn't seen people go into detail about it. But like I said, a lot of products use denatured alcohol, and I'm sure that a lot of products have, you know, other kinds of stuff that are not that good for your skin. So you just want to be aware of what you're putting on your skin. You just want to know that sometimes it might not be that good for you, even though, you know, the foundation looks great and stuff. So I had checked my other L'Oreal foundations to see if they also use denatured alcohol, but I think because this one is targeted towards oily skin people, because they want oily skin people to use this, that's why they use that in here, because it does mattify your skin when you have oily skin. So it is a product that is used quite often, I think, when it targets oily skin people or in skincare. I definitely wouldn't use this as an everyday foundation just because of that, because I don't want that to happen no matter, you know, what age I am. Alright, so now let's get on with the application. I'm going to apply one side with a beauty sponge and one side with a brush. That's the best way to know if you're gonna like this foundation, is to see how it looks on, and that way you can see if you like it. So it says to shake well, so I'm going to shake this very well, and it says to dot onto the skin in a rolling motion for flawless coverage. I'm not entirely sure what that even means. Rolling motion. I'm gonna dot it along and I'm just gonna blend that in. Keep in mind I did prime and moisturize before applying the foundation. I'm gonna bring this all the way up to under the eyes just so that it is a flawless coverage and I just don't have like random spots there that don't have foundation. So just applying it right now, you can see that the coverage is really pretty. It is pretty full coverage and the finish is really nice. Right now it looks extra dewy, but in my mirror it looks really glowy and really nice. Alright, so we have half the foundation on. Just looking at it, the color doesn't match exactly, but it is fairly close. I don't think it matches as well as the Infallible Pro-Matte, but it isn't that bad. So to apply on the brush side, I am going to use the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. So this side is full of foundation, but that's because I had used this to apply it the last time I did a review, because I'm testing out this brush. They had sent it in the welcome kit, so I want to see how it applies the foundation. I'm going to dot it along. I think I'm going to need to pick up some more. I feel like I hadn't even picked up that much product, and the coverage is really good on this foundation. So if you are looking for something with good coverage that is glowy, this is pretty perfect. I'm just gonna add some more to add more coverage to the side. Alright guys, so this is what the foundation looks like on. This is the side that I did with a beauty sponge. This is the side that I did with a brush. So far the application looks pretty similar. There isn't one that I would say it looks better than the other, although I do think it is easier to apply foundation using a beauty sponge, and that way it also picks up more foundation so that it doesn't cake too much. So far I really like the coverage on this foundation. I am prone to a lot of acne on this side of my face. I have some pimples actually down here and I have one on my forehead. It covered it really well, so it's a really good coverage. I know it says medium coverage, but I'd say that these foundations are more medium to full coverage. Like, they're really good, but they are air light. So everything coverage wise is pretty similar to the Pro Matte foundation. The difference, of course, being the glowiness, and I do like the glow of this foundation. It's really pretty because glow is really in right now, especially for summer. You want to look glowy, and this one gives you a glow without being too shiny and without looking like you're sweaty. And it's nice because it does target oily skin people so that you can look glowy but take away the oily. I don't know, I'm not entirely sold on the color. This was the problem when I did the 209 review, is that I was like, it looks really pretty. 209 was obviously orange, so it was looked really bad on me. You guys probably can't see it, the color difference, because my lighting hides that kind of stuff, but I can see it looking up close that this color is just a little bit different than this one. Like I said, I really do like the coverage on this. I really do like the finish. The color is the only thing that is just slightly off about it. Just to keep things honest, you know, I do want to make sure we are putting everything out there. And then of course it has denatured alcohol, which a lot of products have, but just because of that, I wouldn't use it as an everyday foundation. Just as, you know, maybe in the summer occasionally when I want to go out, looks different for the day, I'll use this one. But I really do like the foundation. I really think that it's very pretty, and I think the coverage is really good, which of course I'm always looking for full coverage foundation. So that is the end of the review for this foundation. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that it was beneficial, and I hope that it helped with whether or not you wanted to buy it and stuff. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.